Hi class, let's review the SOAPStone's method that I use regularly when we're looking at argumentation or speeches or history texts. So this acronym, SOAPStones, refers to the 5 to 6 terms to consider as you analyze a text. First, consider the S, who's the speaker of the text. Usually that one's pretty obvious, right? But think about an opportunity to use in a positive phrase. That is a phrase that defines who the person is, like Mr. Vile, comma, a teacher at Huron High School. You hear that phrase? Usually a positive phrase begin with a or the. LeBron James, comma, a famous basketball player for the Cavaliers and Miami Heat. O means occasion. This is our setting, our time and place. So when we think about Martin Luther King's speech, the occasion is 1963, August. Also the setting is at where? Washington, D.C., in front of the Lincoln Memorial. And the occasion is also calling us to consider that civil rights bill. Audience. Now, we want to have a more mature answer than just saying everybody or all of America. And Martin Luther King's speech, we've discussed there are 3 audiences hiding in that second page, which helps reveal the complexity of audience. P is purpose. What is the reason behind the text? For Martin Luther King's speech, I Have a Dream, and this is something we learned from the documentary, is the purpose was for that movement to be supporting the civil rights bill that JFK, the president, was trying to get Congress to put on the floor to vote. So that was their specific purpose. It wasn't just a call for equal rights. There was a call to action in that moment, and we kind of forget about that since the speech was so powerful and captures those themes so well. So remember that the purpose is very specific. Now, subject is often confused with purpose, but subjects for Martin Luther King's speech is rights, equality, discriminations, historical moments of the Civil War, economic opportunity, the dream of ending segregation. Those are all the subjects. Now, tone is tough. Tone is the author's opinion, and tone is an analysis that those who read a lot tend to understand a little more deeply than those who just find reading less exciting. But when we think of tone words, I'm going to be giving you words to help arm your language to understand tone. We discussed that the tone of Martin Luther King's speech was inspirational, optimistic, reverent. It was critical, but not mean or yelling, right? It wasn't insulting. So when we think about the spring fling moment, the prom video clip of the Mean Girls, that was an easy way for us to watch the character Katie say, I'm sorry for all the bullying that happened. When we looked at the Gettysburg speech of Remember the Titans, we have that coach at that occasion in the 1970s, and his audience is his teammates, and his purpose is to get his teammates to feel inspired to overcome the racial tensions that we're feeling in the desegregated school. So we're discussing our approach. Even consider if you were talking to your parents and you were recently getting grounded, you'd use a different tone than if you were writing a letter to the newspaper about your own ideas, right? And it kind of depends on your approach as you think about using your tone in your writing. So we will be going over the SOAPStone method. We're going to be going over these units. Civil rights is our theme, but we're also learning the strategies of argumentation and using the SOAPStone's method, the argument note-taking strategy, and the claim data warrant to improve our thinking, reading, and speaking and writing. Bye.